Hello, freight broker family. I hope you're doing well today. I hope your families are doing well. Today I want to talk to you about this infamous document that a lot of business owners or potential business owners spend a lot of time on. Sometimes they spend so much time on it that it robs them of ever starting a business because they are so in the weeds they never get out of building this document. This document I'm talking about is a business plan. I am not a fan of business plans at all. I have been in business now 7, almost 8 years, right? And I've never used a business plan. Now, of course, I have my plan written down, but I've never gone through this detailed 80-page document to write up, that you write up and present to banks. I've never done that, right? Now, here's what I want you to take into consideration. Apple, Facebook, Yahoo, Cisco, Nike, all of these companies have two things in common, right? Maybe even more than that, but two I can think of right now. Number one, they are billion-dollar companies, right? Have done very well financially. Successful companies. The second thing that they have in common is none of them started with a business plan. So if these wildly successful companies started without a business plan, what makes you think you need one? In this video today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why you don't need a business plan. As a matter of fact, it would be in your best interest to start without one. So let's first start off talking about what is the overall purpose for a business plan. Why do people spend so much time? Why do so many people think it's a requirement that you have a business plan? Well, let's start off with what is said about a business plan. People say that a business plan is a roadmap. It provides direction. It gives the business owner guidance, right? Sounds good, briefs well. And then they say it helps you to identify what your goals are and then helps you to quantify the strategies that you'll use to achieve those goals. Sounds pretty decent as well. All of this stuff sounds good. And then it says that it's a way of showing the world how you approach business and how your business will approach the world. But the question you have to answer is, do you need an 80-page detailed document that's going to consume a whole lot of your time? Do you need that type of document to help you identify what your goals are, to quantify your strategies, to help you introduce your business to the world? Do you need that type of document? No, you don't need that type of document. As a matter of fact, most of us go out and we get and spend this type of time on business plans. Some of us try and get people to write business plans for us, and we pay them X amount of dollars to do it. We do that to fulfill a certain narrative, this idea that says you need a business plan. And the interesting thing about that is people who say that you need a business plan, who write articles about you needing a business plan, most of these people have never been in business. They're not entrepreneurs. They're just writing basically what theory says, not what they are doing. You see, business owners that have started businesses, started successful businesses, many of them have started without business plans. There's a reason for that, because there's no need to spend unnecessary time writing out that type of detailed document. So number one, here's why you don't need a business plan. So for most people that are starting a freight brokerage business or any small business for that matter, you're not seeking a large amount of capital. You're not going to a venture capitalist asking for backing. You're not going to banks asking for big loans. So there's no need for a business plan. Usually people have business plans because they're seeking cash. They're trying to get capital for their companies. They're trying to get people to invest in their companies. You're not trying to achieve that right now. So there's no need to start out with that type of business plan. Do you need a plan? Sure, you can write down your plan as to how you want to go about getting your business off the ground, what goals you have for your business. Yes, you can write those things out, but to go in and write out this long business plan wastes your time. The reason why it's such a waste of time is because things are going to change along the way. You might start out with certain ideas, certain things that you want to do in the business, but as you get started, we know how life happens, how business happens, things change. So the likelihood of you pulling out a business plan 2 years down the road and saying, oh, okay, let me take a look at the business plan and see how close I am to it, you'll find that you're probably entirely different from what that business plan says now. So there's no need to write down an extensive business plan like that and waste most of your time. And another reason why I don't like business plans is because the purpose of a business, a for-profit business, is to make money. It's about making the cheddar. So I got to get out and put my ideas into work so that I can start to produce income, revenue. If I'm writing a business plan, that's time I'm missing out on making revenue. I want to be earning revenue, not writing a plan out. I think it's about feeling good about something. You know, people say, oh, I'm writing out my business plan. And that makes you feel good about being in business, I guess. But being in business is not writing out a business plan. Being in business is about putting your ideas into play and making money. That's what business is about. All I'm saying is this. If I gave you a document on how to swim, and you took that document, you read it, you memorized it, and then I took you to the depths of the ocean and I dropped you into the ocean, what do you think will happen? You think you're just going to start swimming? Of course not. You're more than likely going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. Why is that? Because swimming is not theoretical. Swimming is about practice. It's the same way for entrepreneurs. It's the same way for freight brokers. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I certainly hope this information has been helpful. If you're interested in learning more about the freight broker business, I'll leave a free link in the description. It's my 5-video series. It's titled How the Load Movement Process Works. It gives you a chance to come into the office with me. Watch me as I move loads, talk to shippers, talk to carriers, to give you a better understanding of how this business works before you come into it. And then if you want to know more about how we go about finding the customers that we work with on a day in and day out basis, I'll leave a free video right here. So until next time, I wish you the very best in your life and business. See you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.